I like movies, and I like comic books, and I like scary things. So the novel that I'm just finishing, I'm supposedly turning it in about a week. We shall see when I get back. I was supposed to turn it in before I came here, but that didn't happen. But it's called Resurrection Men, and it is about a gang of resurrection men, for those of you who don't know, are thieves who would dig up bodies and sell them to medical schools. And it's set in the 1840s. And this still happens today. You know, Alistair Cook had his bones stolen, and they were replaced with plumbing pipes. So this is something, when I first sort of came across the word, I was really excited about. And after I found out what the word meant, I thought of this scene. And the scene was this boy. I just sort of picture the scene, the graveyard. The guys are in there digging up the graves. And I pictured a small boy outside holding the reins of a horse, with a cart with the bodies in the back, and they're like filling up the graves. And in the scene in my head, one of the bodies sits up. And that's sort of how I started the book. So it was a very sort of film. I mean, as you can see, it's a very sort of like movie kind of image. And so when I went to start to write the book, I sort of thought about other images in books that I also felt were kind of like movie images, and were sort of about young boys, the same sort of thing. So one is Great Expectations, and the wonderful opening, I think one of the best first chapters of any book ever written, which is Pip on the moors, sitting, on his parents' graves, and being, confronted by the runaway convict, Magwitch. And it all happens, it's like 3 pages long, and it's seared in my memory, from reading it as a kid and then sort of keeping it, going back to it again and again. And of course it's been captured on film over and over and over again.